Communication may be written or spoken. For this course, we will focus on verbal or spoken communication, and in later courses, we will look at written communication. We tend to think of verbal communication in terms of using words to exchange information. Verbal communication is more than this. It's not just about the words we use. It is also about our gestures, body language, the tone we use, our facial expression, and it's about our skills in applying all of these appropriately to get our message across effectively. Communication also involves listening. For effective communication to take place, we must listen to what is being said. Are you a good listener? We may listen attentively when others are speaking, or we might sometimes focus more on mentally preparing the next thing we want to say. Or maybe we mentally select the information we agree with and disregard the rest, or just not listen. Active and attentive listening is key to effective communication. Verbal communication can occur in many situations, not just speaking to one other person. We spend most of our waking time engaged in some form of communication in many different situations. This may involve speaking to neighbours, friends or work colleagues, on the phone for personal or professional reasons, talking on Skype, attending a teleconference, a webinar, and so on. When you add them up, opportunities for communication are everywhere, and this is only verbal communication. If we accept that verbal communication involves appropriate choice of words, tone, body language, etc., coupled with good listening skills, then it follows that good communication skills are a key factor which impacts whether we establish positive or negative relationships in our personal lives. But what is the value of being a good communicator in the workplace? Is there an advantage? Studies show that there's a strong relationship between communication and leadership. Take a minute to think about someone you believe is a good leader in your professional life or beyond. Ask yourself if he or she is a good communicator and in what way. Stop for a minute to focus on this person in relation to these questions. Does the person give reliable information? Does the person get to the point when speaking? Does the person listen well? Does the person give the impression they are interested in speaking to you? Does the person use appropriate body language? Now think of someone who you believe is not a good communicator and think of them in relation to these same questions. Are you perceived as a good communicator in your workplace? Is there room for improvement? I hope you now understand some of the components of good communication and feel ready to move on to the next section. It may be interesting to take the quiz below to reflect on what type of communicator you are. Before moving on to the next section, you may listen again to this video lecture if you need.